During the 90s, the economy in Ireland was reboosted mainly because of the membership into the European Union, low taxes, a well-educated people, and an economy based on the free market. This economic development is also known as the Celtic Tiger.
This graph shows the GDP of Ireland from 1970 to 2010.
When the financial crisis hit Ireland in 2008, the country was hit by rising unemployment and they became indebted.
This graph shows the unemployment in Ireland from 2002 to 2012.
Can you get everything you want?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Is it expensive?
Very expensive.
Very expensive, yeah.
There's no money around.
No money around.
No, people
Can you feel the financial crisis still?
Yeah, big time.
Can you get everything you want? Is it
Absolutely. You can't get everything you want, but it's very expensive.
very expensive? Is there a big gap between the rich and the ones who don't have very much?
Of course there is, yeah. Of course there is.
It plunged people into a crisis situation, a lot of people, because before this, there was always a gap between rich and poor.
It's affecting both the rich and the poor. It's not just the poor. It's the extreme.
Well, I mean, there's the poor, there's the rich, and then there's the normal person in between,
exactly,
you know,
yeah.
and it's definitely affected the poor and the normal.
Ultimately, I think it was a benefit to us because it opened up new markets for us, and we got a lot of help when we were a very poor country before, and it helped us get on our feet. And if we had not been tied into the EU, we would have been able to put up our interest rates. Therefore, it would have been more difficult for people to borrow money. So this big bubble wouldn't have happened. We would have been able to control it more. So, you know, because when the price of property was rocketing, you know, because people could get money really easy, you know, the way to stop that, to put the brakes on it, is to higher the interest rate. But we, as a government, couldn't do that because we were locked into the EU. So, I mean, that's an understanding of that's the downside.
It is because of the, what's the word? Irresponsible lending from Europe that has created this. If we had not been a member of this Euro zone, this would not have happened. That's what I believe, I think.
Everybody in Ireland is unlucky because we are going to have to pay for the people who gambled money, the developers and all those people who gambled loads of money and they borrowed it from the banks. The banks foolishly loaned it to them because they weren't properly regulated. And the Irish government decided that all the Irish people were going to have to pay all that money back to unsecured bondholders. So we are all paying. We are all unlucky in that way.
An illusion of wealth. And people felt wealthy when in actual fact they were just doing the normal jobs. Everything was normal, except for they had access to enormous money. Millions. Ordinary people had access to an incredible amount of money.
I left Ireland in 1997 and went to Germany for 4 years. And when I left, when I left, it was normal. Everything was kind of normal. The jobs, the companies were starting to come in. There was an awful lot of telesales centres and things starting to open up. When I came back in 2000, nearly the end of 2000, the country had gone mad. All of my friends had BMWs and mortgages, and I was only in my mid-20s, you know, and I had lived kind of this bohemian lifestyle in Berlin. It was completely different to what I'd left behind. So
That's quite interesting.
massive difference.
Also, like a credit card back in the day, you know, nobody had a credit card. You were J.R. Ewing on Dallas or something like that. Really elite if you had a credit card. And you had to, you know, even to get a loan for €200 or something, you had to apply to the bank and do all this sort of thing, and you had to pay it back. And then suddenly that all went out the window, and you had access to credit cards and money and lending, and you know, there's no, everything was out of control, just out of control.
Just like there was a big economic gap between Protestants and Catholics in Belfast, there is a big economic gap between rich and poor in Dublin today.